Thank you for joining me this afternoon. The time is currently 5:11 p.m. Central, and you have a live look at a large supercell, alright? This is almost as classic of a supercellular shape as you get here with the storm. It's got a very impressive hook echo here. It's got a ton of inflow driving into the storm there. If we match that up with the velocities, we can also see that this storm is rotating very impressively there. It did just recently get tornado warned, and we possibly even have a tornado on the ground with this, but it's hard to tell because of all of the contamination in here, so we don't know if there's a tornado on the ground. But I'll tell you what, there has been a funnel cloud reported with this storm, and the rotation's just gotten tighter and tighter since then. So if I had to guess, there is most likely a tornado on the ground here, as I put in the title. Alright, so again, we are dealing with a potential tornado on the ground right now in Texas, and potentially a large one. Again, that is not a good look. That is as bad as a supercell could ever look. That does not mean the tornado is anything catastrophic, but it has room to grow, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Because, again, that is just your classic supercell shape there with your inflow, your hook echo. Alright, it's very impressive looking and very concerning, especially whenever you match it up with the velocities. I mean, guys, we're talking about winds that are very high with this, alright? So, even if there's not a tornado on the ground, I mean, we're talking about winds of 60 miles per hour against winds of 45 miles per hour. So, our gate-to-gate shear is easily over 100 miles per hour here with this storm, alright? So, again, if this does drop a tornado, it could be on the stronger side of things. So we gotta watch this very closely. I wasn't even gonna go live for this. I was only gonna go live again if a tornado actually touched down, but I mean, this storm just continues to get stronger and stronger every reflectivity scan and velocity scan. So we gotta watch this very closely. We do have 10 severe thunderstorm warnings currently. Some of them are pretty high end, like the one for Pecos County. You guys should be in your safe place there. It's a very dangerous storm close to Fort Stockton that we've been watching for a while now. It's now far southeast of Fort Stockton. That kind of happened yesterday, too. There was an undying supercell down there. It's kind of happening again today. Again, this is a very concerning supercell right here in the Texas Panhandle that is currently, again, potentially producing a tornado. This is off to the southwest of Perryton. Perryton, last year got hit by a massive tornado, so let's hope that we don't see a repeat of that. Luckily, I do think this is going to go pretty far south of Perryton. But this does include portions of Roberts, Ochiltree, Hutchinson, and Hansford counties in Texas. This storm was originally severe warning, and this severe warning from last stream is still in effect, actually. I don't know if it's the exact same one, but it's for the same storm. But now this storm is not just severe, it is now very tornadic and very concerning. Okay, so luckily the new reflectivity scan here, I mean, it just killed that, but again, it's still pretty impressive, and I mean, if we look back, guys, this is recycled many a time, so it's not like it doesn't have the opportunity to get stronger again, so we gotta be taking this very seriously here. And again, there is still actually a hook. The inflow is just not quite as impressive, and wow, look at that velocity. That is crazy. So again, we're talking about winds of now over 80 miles per hour against winds of about 50. So we're talking about 130 miles per hour on the maximum gate-to-gate shear there. At the core, it's about 100 miles per hour on the gate-to-gate shear. And again, that does not have any correlation with the tornado's wind speeds. I just want to repeat, those are the gate-to-gate shear winds. Those are not the actual tornado wind speeds. I don't want to freak anybody out. It's not like we have a catastrophic tornado on the ground, guys. In fact, we may not even have a tornado on the ground at all. But yeah, it's definitely not as bad as the gate-to-gate shear. You know, you say gate-to-gate shear of 130 miles per hour, everybody freaks out, thinks there's a massive tornado on the ground. That's not what that means. Not at all. But I will say, again, this is very impressive rotation, enough to warrant a live stream here. So if you are in this tornado warning, you should be taking cover right now. Luckily, this is a very rural area here, kind of right now sitting in the middle of the 4 counties here. This, again, really doesn't include any towns at all, luckily. It does include the intersection of State Highway 70 and 281 here. So if you're on those roads near the intersection there, make sure that you are getting off the road and finding a shelter. Again, lowest floor of a building, away from windows. If you're in a mobile home, you need to evacuate and get to a more substantial shelter. Because again, this is not good. Very strong area of rotation. We're actually going to double box here with the velocities and the reflectivity, just so we can get a more in-depth look of this storm without having to go back and forth between the two. So, there is still a hook echo. It actually didn't really get that much weaker on the hook echo side of things. It's just now this is going to be rain-wrapped. We're now dealing with a high precipitation area there, an HP supercell, if you will. So now this tornado could be rain-wrapped, which makes it even more dangerous. So don't go outside and try to look for this thing. You will not see it. It's shielded in a ton of rain right now. Don't wait for the tornado. Get to your safe spot now here. Again, technically it's not a confirmed tornado yet, but I mean it's very close. And again, there have been funnel cloud reports with this. Again, we don't know if it's technically touched down yet, but at the very least, law enforcement did report a funnel cloud. So I'm putting the title at tornado on the ground because it is very possible that that's the case right now. I tried to call up Mr. Storm, but unfortunately it looks like he cannot call right now. So, kind of looks like the rotation's a little bit on the less impressive side of things now compared to earlier, but it's still very tight rotation, very confined. It's definitely a pretty impressive velocity couplet if I've ever seen one. So again, there's your velocity couplet right there. That's going to be located in between the county of the borders there of Hutchinson and Roberts. Now pretty much in Roberts County. And now it's going to ride along the border of Roberts County and, Ochiltree County. Again, this isn't a very rural area. Perryton, you're good. Spearman, you're good. Miami, you're good. Stinnett, you're good. Those are all of our big, not cities, but bigger towns in this region. This is kind of right in between the four of them. So if you're in this region... again, the intersections of 70 and 281, intersections of 70 and 759. Again, please do be taking cover right now. 376, 759 intersection. We do have Storm Chaser Vince Welty on this storm. He's got almost 500 viewers, and look at that storm structure, man. That's crazy. Unfortunately, I can't have that up on stream for too long, but he's got an incredible look at the storm. He's about to start getting that not so great, though, once that rain hits, and it'll be any second that it does now. Alright, so we do have a new reflectivity update. Again, still showing a very defined hook echo and quite a bit of rain there. So if there is a tornado, it's somewhere in here, but it's going to be shielded by quite a bit of rain. So, I'm going to wait for this velocity update again. It's somewhere in there. Your rotation will be now, most likely. And wow. Okay, this just got a lot worse again. Okay, guys, this is bad. Again, this is a very concerning area of rotation right now. I'm trying to match things up with the correlation coefficient here. Don't believe there's any tornadic debris signature quite yet, but... man, is that a concerning look right now. And now it is observed. Alright, so weather spotters have now confirmed this tornado. So this is now a confirmed tornado on the ground. Again, this is on the ground now. No question about it. This is 100% a confirmed tornado. Weather spotters confirmed. Again, you need to be taking cover right now if you're in this warning. That is a very concerning pocket of rotation. If you know anybody in this area, please give them a call or text right now. Don't believe there's any tornado. Again, this is not good. This is really not good. And again, it could be rain-wrapped, unfortunately. Again, you guys, this is bad. This is really bad. Again, the only good thing about this is it's in a very rural area. We've only got about 200 people included in this tornado warning right now. But that is just enough to be concerned here. I mean, it really doesn't matter how many people are there. This is still obviously a tornado, and a tornado is damaging. It doesn't. The amount of people in an area doesn't determine how strong the tornado is. I mean, that can determine its EF rating, but the actual strength of the tornado obviously has nothing to do with how many people live in that area. 'Tis but a mild breeze. So again, this is a confirmed large tornado on the ground. Well, it's a confirmed tornado, and it's possibly large, I should say. We don't know if it's a large tornado. The report just said tornado. And it's not PDS, so that's good. But yeah. Again, you guys, this is a weather spotters confirmed tornado. And again, it's hard to tell if we have any sort of tornadic debris signature, but man, who's the closest chaser? That would be Vince Welty. I mean, tornado he's off the windshield about to get hit right by that. Vince Welty is definitely the closest there. So there you go. Your tornado is somewhere in this mess, this absolute mess of velocities. And again, this could very possibly be rain-wrapped on one side of it at the very least. And I don't know when this happened, but for some reason the alert sound did not go off. We do have a tornado warning now for the Headley area. This storm is rotating, but it's not nearly as impressive as our other one that is currently producing a tornado. But in Headley, you should still be taking cover right now. You're under a tornado warning. Very serious situation there. And then again, we have our active tornado on the ground south of Perryton. Again, at the moment, this is currently chilling in northern Roberts County, but it's close to the Ochiltree-Roberts County border, and here's Mr. Storm. Hello, Mr. Storm.
Hey, what's up?
I'm live right now. We got a big-time tornado on the ground.
Where is that?
This is in the Texas Panhandle. This is south of Perryton, where the big one was last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How big? Is it, like, really big, or?
It's not PDS, but it is weather spotters confirmed, and it's very impressive on both reflectivity and velocities. We can't tell if there's a debris signature or not because of how messy of an area it is, but it's pretty big.
Did you just start going live, or have you been live for a few minutes now?
I have been live for about 12 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I think I can join.
All right.
As you can see, I'm outside right now, so.
Yeah.
They're all head inside.
So again, to reiterate, you guys, we do have a confirmed tornado on the ground south of Perryton, Texas. Take cover now. Again, that's a weather spotters confirmed tornado. Vince Welty is dangerously close to that thing. I mean, he's going to get an amazing intercept. And again, guys, this could be rain wrap, so don't try to look for this. This is definitely an HP supercell at this point. HP standing for heavy precipitation, if you don't know. And yeah, I mean, again, there's an incredibly impressive supercellular shape with that. Gonna wait for this next velocity scan. Thank you, Mr. Melon.
Mr. Melon. Wait, I thought the Texas. I thought the Texas Panhandle was near like Pecos.
No.
Wait, so the Texas Panhandle is northern Texas?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
That's what the Panhandle is.
It doesn't look like a panhandle.
That's what the Texas Panhandle is.
Did not know that. Doesn't look that impressive.
If you take it a few radar scans back, though, it definitely was.
It's the one near Headley, right?
No. You're on the wrong one.
I don't see any other tornado warnings.
It's off to the north.
Wow. Oh, it is pretty tight.
Tell Mom I need 5 minutes. Okay, well, apparently I have to go now in 5 minutes. You see what I'm talking about now, though?
Yeah.
And again, if you take it a few radar scans back, it was way more impressive.
That structure is nice.
Yeah, I know. Again, you guys, this is a confirmed tornado on the ground. This could be on the stronger side of things. This may be the strongest one that we've seen so far today. And oh wow,
Dangerously close to Perryton, and yeah, that just got really strong.
Michael regained. There is no tornado in Kansas. There's storms in Kansas, but there's no tornado in Kansas. Yeah, wow. Yeah, that is a relatively strong tornado at this point. Guys, you need to be in your tornado safe spot right now. And actually, that's most likely a debris signature.
Okay.
I don't know, though. Maybe not. There's no way it's actually that intense. It may not be. I don't know. It lines up pretty much exactly with the velocity couplet, though.
You're at 980 subscribers.
Dang. We're getting close to 1,000.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to hit it by the end of this week.
That shape, though, it's very defined.
Yeah, that is not good. I also noticed our storm, this one is not even tornado warned, but there's a storm with the tornado possible tag northwest of Turkey, Texas, that is rotating very impressively now as well.
Okay.
So we may even see a tornado warning come out of that, but right now, I mean, by far the most concerning storm is obviously the one south of Perryton. Again, this could be a strong tornado. This is not good. And again, unfortunately, I'm going to have to go in a few minutes. I think what I might actually do is just keep the stream up, eat really quickly, and then come back. Because I really don't want to end this stream and create a whole nother one. So I may just be AFK for like 15 minutes. But yeah. Alright, so again, this is a possibly large and damaging tornado on the ground south of Perryton, Texas. And yeah, this is not good. This is a pretty serious situation here. Yeah, that does look bad. Again, you need to be in your tornado safe spot right now. Luckily, again, this is a very rural area. There's only about 200 people included in this tornado warning. But, alright. So again, unfortunately, guys, I am going to actually have to go right now. Mr. Storm, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to keep the stream up, and I'll be back in like 15 minutes. But yeah, I'll hang up, and then I'll call you back whenever I'm back. Unless you just want to stay on.
Guess I could. But like, I might spontaneously, like, pop off and then pop back in, so.
Alright,
Right.
Yeah, you just keep the stream going here, I guess. I'll be back in like 15 minutes.
Alright.
Alright, thank you.
No problem. Alright, guys, so tornado on the ground right now, south of Perryton. Vince Welty has a pretty good look at this thing. I know it's not on Davis's live right now, but he's looking at the whole structure. Very good looking supercell. You can even see the lowering the rotation. And it looks like there's some rain curtains or rain bands, whatever you want to call it. So this man being a rain wrapped tornado, it doesn't really look like it though on reflectivity, but wow, that is a strong tornado. Yep. So this warning is going to expire in 13 minutes, so I'm pretty confident that they're going to reissue one. Weather spotters confirmed tornado, 2-inch size hail, so I believe that is ping pong ball size hail if I'm correct. Davis probably knows, but pretty sure it's ping pong ball. I believe that's ball size hail if I'm correct. Davis probably knows. Appreciate ping pong ball. Confirmed tornado on the ground in Perryton? Yes. South of Perryton, Michael Reagan. Yeah, in Texas. So it's not in Perryton right now, but it's very close to southern Perryton. It might even clip the southern edge of it. I doubt it though. But if you're in the warning box, you gotta stay in your safe place right now. Preferably a basement. If you don't have one, don't freak out. If you have a storm shelter, that is excellent. You want to get there right now. But the most interior room of your home on the lowest level of your house. But, I mean, I'm getting winds right now up to 95 miles per hour, so this could be a very strong tornado. So we're going to have to wait for this next velocity update to come in. But, yeah, I mean, we have a storm chaser on the ground who's very good. This is mostly over rural country, so hopefully this doesn't go too close to Perryton, but this will end up going towards Highway 70 and Highway 281. I think we just got a new velocity update. Actually, that might not be one, but anyways, very strong tornado currently on the ground. So while Davis is eating, I will try to keep you guys just posted and keep you guys safe while this is going on. Man, that storm near Turkey has a tornado warning on it, but it is rotating very strong. I think that is actually about to drop a tornado. So I obviously can't control Davis's screen, but if I could, I would really zoom in on this one too, because this one is really looking concerning to me. And right now it's radar indicated, but I think that this one's it's getting ready to drop a tornado. It's also, wow, oh my gosh. This thing is up to 75 dBz. So this thing is just monstrous. Not only as a tornado-producing storm, but just a supercell in general. My goodness. That's a strong storm that's near Turkey and Lakeview, Texas. But back to our tornado warning up near Perryton. Still radar indicated. Oh, actually, this just got dropped down to radar indicated, I believe. Yeah, so this is no longer on the ground, which is kind of confusing me because look at velocity, guys. You see how tight that is? Do you see those reds and oranges? Okay, new velocity update. I mean, there's still a lot of rotation going on. There's still some very strong winds. There's still a few specks of, like, yellows and oranges. I mean, those are winds that are in excess of 90 miles per hour, some of them. So, I don't know. I mean, right now the warning is down to radar indicated. It's not PDS or anything, but I think it's still on the ground. So, weather spotters reported a funnel cloud. So this is producing a funnel cloud, which, if you don't know, it's the early beginning stages of a tornado. So now we know that we're starting to see a tornado form. but we don't have confirmation of it being on the ground. Vince Welty still is looking at where the area of concern is, and it looks like, I mean, you can still see some of that. Yeah, you can see some lowering going on right here on the stream, but still waiting on that warning that gives us confirmation of a tornado being on the ground. But we'll really have to see what the National Weather Service does if they continue the warning, which may actually, it's going to be close, but it might end up including the very south side, probably not even, but maybe the extreme south side of Perryton. I'm going to go ahead and quick chat. Okay, check chat. Still looks like a hook echo is developing on reflectivity. Waiting for another velocity scan to come in, but we're still getting very strong winds. I mean, this is not that far away from the radar site, so what we're looking at is probably low to mid-level winds right now. So they're slightly elevated, but still at least some mid to low level rotation that's very tight. But yeah, I don't see why not this warning will get extended. I mean, Vince Welty is the only chaser we have, and it doesn't appear that there's a tornado on the ground on his stream. It's trying. It's trying to do something. All right, new velocity scan. We're starting to see more broad 70, 80 mile per hour winds. But yeah, it honestly doesn't look any weaker to me. But yeah, this is coming right for Vince Welty. Warning expires in 6 minutes. Oh gosh. Wow, that storm near Turkey is just... It looks like it's getting ready to produce a big tornado. That's really not good. But I would say we need to focus on our storm near Perryton. Alright, they reissue one, and there it is. It's an observed tornado now. Let's see, this is not PDS, but there is a confirmed tornado that was located 17 miles southeast of Spearman, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, damaging tornado, and hail up to 2 inches in diameter. Live storm chaser video confirmed tornado, so that would be Vince Welty. Yep. That's a tornado on the ground. Alright. Tornado on the ground, south of Perryton. This is real, guys. Please, please, please take cover now if you are anywhere near Highway 281. Mostly zoned in on the south side of Perryton. Or at least near the south side of Perryton. That is a tornado on the ground. This warning expires in 50 minutes, so we got a long way to go.
I am back.
Alright, that tornado is now on the ground.
It's been on the ground the whole time.
Oh, well, they brought it down to radar indicated, but it just went down again.
You mean it went back up again?
Well, it
Yeah,
got
man,
down
if you're in
to
the
radar
chat-
indicated, now it's back up to observed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It went back up.
Okay.
So it's back on the ground?
Yeah, it is.
Alright. Thank you for covering that while I was gone.
Yeah, no problem. Vince Welty's got an amazing view of it, and he's the one who confirmed the warning.
Yeah, I saw it. He had a great view earlier.
Yeah, it says on the warning, live Storm Chaser feed, I think, or live video.
Are you sure it's him that confirmed it?
I mean, there's no other Storm Chasers around, at least.
Well,
on
just
Radar
not on
Omega.
Raider Omega. There could be
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, but I would bet money that was him.
He's not really that close to it, though. It's rain wrapped.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, let me bring up stream chat. Alright.
So right now, this is moving on. What was that? Is that Highway 136? It's gonna be crossing Highway 136 and Highway 70 in just a moment.
Oh, I didn't realize there was another tornado warning.
Well, it'll probably go up towards Highway 281. Luckily, this is a very low populated area. There's like nobody out here except for Perryton, so we're gonna hope that this doesn't go too close to Perryton. Obviously, Perryton doesn't appear to be looking like it's in the direct path of the tornado, but
By the way, you know that area I mentioned just before I left? That is now tornado warned, and it's rotating really well.
it was even crazier earlier.
Yeah,
thought it
I
was
see
gonna go
that.
tornado earlier.
It hasn't gotten observed yet,
still-
has it?
No, it's still radar indicated.
And now there's another area behind that, even.
I know, I saw that. Look at velocities on our tornado. That's confirmed.
Yeah, they're pretty darn strong.
Yeah, I have to go because my phone is about to die, so
All right.
apologize for that.
Well, that's okay. Thank you for helping me out.
Yeah, no problem. What did you have for dinner?
Pizza.
Lucky.
I know. It was homemade pizza,
All right.
too.
Homemade.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.
Alright, you guys, that was Mr. Storm. Again, thank you to him for helping me cover that while I was gone, especially. I would not have been able to do that without him. I couldn't have just left the stream up, just dead air for 15 minutes. So, again, thank you to him for that. And now we got to focus on the fact that there is another tornado on the ground from the supercell, because apparently it did lift while I was gone. Kind of looked at like it lifted just as I left, and now it's back on the ground. Yes, this is on the ground, Fighting Moon. This is a confirmed tornado on the ground. And again, right now this is definitely definitely a pretty intense supercell. Yeah, thank you to Mr. Storm. This is definitely a pretty intense supercell here. The hook echo is not as impressive as it was earlier, but it's still there. Again, this is a rain-wrapped tornado, so don't go out and try to look for this thing. Just take cover now if you are in this warning. Again, Vince Welty is dangerously close to this storm. He's got over 700 people watching. Look at that.
Oh, you got the drone and everything.
That's at least some kind of lowering there. It looks like this tornado may have actually occluded. Stay in your safe spot, though. It's hard to tell if any of that's debris or if it's all just contamination and hail. I'm leaning towards the latter. But there could have been some real debris for a little bit. Especially on the first tornado that cell produced. It looks like the first one that it produced was much more intense than the second one. And now we're worried about this area. Like I said, this is starting to rotate very impressively. I mentioned it just before I left. And now it's tornado warning now. You should be in your safe spot right now. This is a very dangerous area of rotation. You can't play around with something like this. It's very nasty, to say the least. And it's continuing to be nasty. I mean, guys, this may even be more impressive than our last big tornado. So, again, please do be taking shelter here. And, again, this will be another rain wrap tornado if this does produce. So, don't try to look for this thing. Just go. And, again, we got another area of rotation developing on the backside of this supercell near Quatok. Included? Oh, occluded, not included. That's what I said. It probably sounded like I said included, though. So again, this area of rotation on the backside is starting to get a little bit more concerning now. And then again, this area is very tight and confined, and it has received a tornado warning. So, what's occluded mean? It means it went away. It lifted. Yeah, I mean, this tornado, if it's not lifted, it's definitely roping out, but you should still be in your tornado safe spot. Because, again, this is still a relatively strong area of rotation. It could recycle. And we may even have debris in the atmosphere. Again, it's hard to tell if any of that's actually debris or if that's all just hail and contamination on the correlation coefficient, but there could be some real debris in there, and it wouldn't surprise me, honestly. It really wouldn't. So, again, please do be taking shelter. Again, though, that's a very unpopulated area. You're learning. We all start somewhere. I'm happy to see more people getting into the weather. That's awesome. Okay, that is weird looking. That is awfully wacky, but it looks like it's much less intense. Stay in your tornado safe spot, though. You're under a tornado warning there. Again, though, off to the north of Turkey here, there's no real population centers here. All right, we got Antelope Flats, but that's just a little building there. So, again, luckily, very unpopulated area. This is where State Highway 256 and 70 meet. What radar is that you're using? It is Radar Omega, the most capable radar app on the planet. Oh, wow. So, again, even if this tornado has included, we're talking about wind gusts up to 100 miles per hour. That's elevated winds, to be completely fair. Those are not winds at the surface. But, we're talking about, how do we check the, half a degree off the surface. We're talking about wind gusts potentially up to 100 miles per hour now. So surface winds for that are still going to be very intense. And now I'm even leaning towards, this could still be a tornado here. Again, it still is observed. You should really be in your safe spot right now here. Again, guys, Vince Welty's got an amazing look at this thing. Look at all that lowering there.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, okay. We're just not going to pull his live up anymore. That was like the worst time to do that. Well, that's what I get for using unapproved live streams anyway. It's not like that was illegal or anything. I was just, bringing it up for half a second. That's not illegal, but I probably shouldn't have done it, and now that's becoming very much more evident. I forgot the kind of language he uses on his streams. We're just going to ignore that one. I'll tell you what, though, again, I mean, he's got an incredibly impressive view there of something, and that's the tornado. That is the tornado that he's got. That's got to be the tornado. I was on the fence for a while, but looks like there's some ground contact with that. So again, this is still a tornado on the ground, and now I actually think that is debris. I think that is debris, not contamination or hail. I think that is actual debris. And if it is, I mean, this is a strong tornado, guys. I mean, we're on the verge of a PDS tornado here. I know I say that a lot, but, like, seriously, this is not good. Wow, there's another funnel cloud appearing. So ominous. Again, this is just the south of Perryton, Texas. You need to be in your safe spot right now in southern Ochiltree County and northern... Okay, and now our other tornadoes confirmed. So we have another strong, damaging tornado on the ground. On the... oh, I thought this was PDS for a second, but it's not. Emergency management confirmed a brief tornado touchdown. Okay, so it may have lifted, but you should still be in your tornado safe spot. Again, I've been saying this for a while. Very impressive area of rotation right here. You don't want to mess around with that. It has previously produced a tornado, and it still could be. So, take cover right now. Did he get hit by hail? Yeah, I believe he did. If you're referring to Vince Welty. And again, guys, if that is a debris signature, that is a lot of debris. And it's been a lot of debris for a while, if that is what that is. If that is what that is. And, you know, I think it definitely could be. At this point. So again, Vince Welty, you can even see the tornado on the stream. You see the hard hat? New CC update. Lot of debris. That is not good. And again, Vince Welty's got about 800 viewers right now. For a good reason. I mean, he's got an amazing shot of this. What may be that tornado. And I'm having difficulties if he can actually see the tornado or not from where he's at. But this is most likely still on the ground. In fact, I'd almost bet money that this is still on the ground. It's getting very windy in his location. And it's about to get even windier. Okay, you need to be in your tornado safe spot right now. And we have a tornado on the ground right now. This is breaking news. Guys, the past couple days, the past couple events even, have all been insanely unexpected to be as bad as they were. And it seems like today's another one of those where, you know, we were thinking a few tornadoes possible, but now it's crazy. 3850 watching. Yeah, that would be on YouTube. I was just talking about it on Radar Omega. I forgot. On YouTube, he's probably got a ton more than that watching. But even on the Radar Omega app alone, he's got close to 800 viewers right now, which is crazy. Now closer to 700. But wow, I mean, he's just got a beautiful view of that storm. And again, it is getting very windy in his location right now. He's getting hit by this little blob here. That's what you're seeing. And there's Vince. Again, I'd highly recommend checking out his live stream right now. I can't bring it up on this stream. Now we know I can't even bring it up for half a second. But, and this is definitely gaining a much more impressive supercellular shape again on reflectivity. Guys, this is bad. Again, we were talking about a potentially strong tornado. It's a lot on that AP. For sure. Oh, app. Okay. I was like, what does AP mean? I didn't want to disagree. I just didn't know what you were saying, but I assume you meant app. But yeah, I said for sure. But I didn't totally understand, but I just didn't want to disagree. Okay, and this is not good, guys. Really not good. And yeah, there's a ton of debris. Again, not all of that is debris, but most of it is. I mean, again, guys, we are getting dangerously close to a PDS tornado here. This is a very impressive storm. Very impressive. And now we got Storm Chaser Connor Croft heading for that. And, I mean, there you go, guys. Look at that hook echo. All that inflow. And now we got winds going still over 90 miles per hour here. Half a degree off the surface, once again. So, very dangerous stuff there for sure. I'm actually going to use the restroom really quickly. I'm going to throw a BRB on the screen. And as that says, I will be right back. So, stay tuned. Alright, sorry guys, I'm back. I know I've had to walk away from the stream a few times today, but, you know. Right, so again, we still have a potential tornado on the ground here. In fact, almost certainly there's still a tornado on the ground. There's not really any potential about it. There's your tornado report from our other tornado. Brief touchdown near Turkey. North-northwest of Turkey. Again, you guys, not all of that is debris on the correlation coefficient, but probably a little bit of it is, if I had to guess. Okay, luckily the velocities are not nearly as impressive anymore. But still, you need to be in your tornado safe spot right now if you're in that region. I need to look at Vince Welty's stream right now. Yeah, that's... Wow! Look at that! I'm going to screen record a little bit of this. Again, I can't show it, unfortunately, on the stream, but wow! Guys, that is insane. Whoa, dude, he's looking right at the funnel. It actually looks like it lifted for a little bit, and it's back now. Or at least it's trying to come back. And he's got over 800 people watching. That is a phenomenal view right now from Storm Chaser Vince Welty. You gotta go check that out. Over 800 people watching on Radar Omega alone is not something you see very often, or hardly at all. Okay, this warning is now down to radar indicated, because again, this has lifted, but it is trying to recycle. I mean, there's a clear lowering on that with a very impressive funnel, so you need to be in your tornado safe spot still. I actually think this has been off the ground for quite a while, so that would not have been a debris signature that we were saying earlier, so that's good. So actually, it's not as bad, not nearly as bad as I've been thinking. That is just an incredible video. Wow. And it's really trying to drop back down. It really is. So, again, you guys should really go check out Vince Welty's feed. He's on YouTube and on your Radar Omega app if you have that. Yeah, it is awesome looking. For sure. And you need to be in your tornado safe spot right there, or right now if you're there. Our other tornado warning has been removed because, again, that was just a brief touchdown and it's not even really rotating that much anymore. So we're down to 1 tornado warning now. I will say our mode of storms in Kansas is starting to pop off. We got our first severe one up here, it looks like, near Gove City. It's a storm capable of producing 1 inch in diameter hail and 60 mile per hour winds, so make sure that you are getting indoors in Gove City. But yeah, the other tornado warning has now expired and it has not been reissued. So that's good. I think the reason... I was complaining earlier about my alert sound not working. I think the reason for that was because I just didn't have my sounds on. I think I'm just stupid. Okay. Interesting. Again, I'm going to try to read chat, but at the same time, I've got to keep Vince's feed up. I mean, he is delivering literally a perfect view of that lowering right now. Again, this is not a tornado on the ground, but even before this warning gets upgraded, as soon as it's on Vince's stream, I'm going to know. So as soon as it happens, we're going to know, guys. Again, if you're in this area, definitely tune into Vince's stream. Or even if you're not, this is just really impressive tornado footage in general. Sorry, does it sound weird? I'm messing with my microphone a little bit. We'll move it back here. Alright, let me make sure you guys can still hear me. I messed around with that a little bit too much. Move it back here. Sorry, I'm watching this back. Let me make sure you guys can still hear me. I messed around with that a little bit. Yep, you guys can still hear me, and in fact, I think the audio is even better now. Either that or it's the same. It's definitely not worse. So that's good. Okay, you guys, Vince's feed right now is something like I've almost never seen before. I mean, I've seen it before. I've seen stuff like that before. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but what I'm trying to say is it's very impressive. If this is a massive tornado, this would be the most impressive video I've seen. It's just the tornado itself is not that impressive, but the view he has is incredible because he can get close to it because it's not even a tornado on the ground yet. So he can get close to it, relatively close to it anyway, without being in too much danger. Because he is a professional, but again, do not try this at home. Even though this is at home that you're seeing this for you, if you're in this area. Alright, we do have a bit of a surge back up and rotation here on the velocities. And again, there's still a clear lowering on Vince's stream. And it's trying to develop a funnel again. There may even be a gustnado on the ground. There's something in the left part of Vince's stream that almost... There's a ton of dirt and dust in the sky. That may even be a gustnado. I mean, that's been there for a while. It may just be his view. There's a lot of dirt getting picked up because it is pretty windy out, but... I don't know. And now again, this is trying to lower back down, you guys. It's trying to get another tornado here. It really is. There's a couple of spots that are trying hard. Let me bring up stream chat really quickly. Nothing. Alright. Again, feel free to leave any questions about your location down below in chat if you are wondering about the weather for the next few days in your area. I mean, this is just crazy. Again, it's more so the view than the actual storm. This definitely isn't some, like, you know, historic storm or anything like that. It's just his view is incredible of it. Again, it's not very often that we get a storm chaser video confirmed tornado, but we had that earlier just because I think Mr. Storm was actually right earlier. I was saying, nah, it's probably not Vince's view that they got that off of, but it very well could have been, actually. Now that I see really how incredible it is. I knew it was really good before I left, but now that I'm back, it's even better. Now that this is much closer to obviously. Oh, it's trying. It's trying. It really is, guys. Again, you need to be in your tornado safe spot right now here. It's trying to develop a NATO. Wow! Whoa, I just saw all the storm chasers that are watching. I didn't realize there was like a storm chaser party over here. I'm not joking. There's like 20 chasers here just because of how incredible and... I mean, it's not safe, but compared to what they normally have to do, how incredible and how safe this view is. They've all just gotten out, parked here. Just like how the dads sit out on the front porch to watch the storm meme. That's literally what they're doing right now, but for storm chasers. I didn't even realize that until Vince flipped his camera around. Oh, it's trying to produce. Again, guys, if you want to see this with me, you gotta look at Vince's stream. Again, unfortunately, I cannot bring it up for copyright reasons, but that is an incredible view right there. Really magnificent. Storm chaser watch parties don't happen like that very often because, you know, normally they have to chase, but this is just kind of sitting here. It's not moving that fast. So they can just relax for a bit. But it's looking like Vince is about to get on the move again. Again, there's probably quite a few famous storm chasers in that spot. Only Vince Welty's in that spot that pops up on Radar Omega, but there were a ton of storm chasing vehicles there. In that parking lot. I don't even know what that lot leads to. You can't even see it on Radar Omega. You can see the building that it leads to, though. I mean, I guess it's not that surprising that you can't see a parking lot on Radar Omega, but anyway. What is all that green stuff? There's like hills or something? Oh, wow, okay. Okay, you guys, this is getting really close to producing a tornado here. Again, off to the south of Perryton, Texas, far south of Perryton, far northwest of Miami. Again, we're in between the cities. If you're in those areas like Perryton, you're good. We're not concerned about you. Miami, you're good. We're not concerned about you. We're concerned about the area in between you. As we've got a storm very close to producing a tornado here in Texas. Again, we're in the panhandle of Texas right now. Alright. Oh, wow. Okay, and this is rotating very strongly right now. Again, it's kind of nice whenever, you know, even though this is probably a scary situation for quite a few people, luckily, there is a way that they can look at it and know exactly what's happening without having to go outside and look at it, so they can stay safe in the shelter. And because there's not actually a tornado on the ground doing damage in that area right now, this can actually be looked at as kind of a cool thing, even if you are in this area, rather than just a scary thing. It's a huge storm chaser watch party of a storm that's trying. And again, I do want to reemphasize, you should be in your tornado safe spot. I say tornado too fast when I say that. By the way, our storm near Clarendon apparently did produce a softball-sized hail, according to a trained spotter, which is reliable data there. That's kind of crazy. I love the radar history mode. Brings you back to exactly when the thing happened that you're looking at. The storm report happened. Where and when. Alright, sorry again. I know I'm breathing out of my mouth. I have a cold. Oh wow, I didn't even notice. Our storms here in Florida have kind of popped off. Especially down near Cape Coral. Look out for those. Got some nasty cells down there. One even has the tornado possible tag on it. Not rotating that much though. At least anymore it's not. I don't know if it was. I mean, it's rotating a little bit. It wasn't rotating a ton, or else they would have just issued a tornado warning, obviously. But it's not that crazy. Doesn't look like. Speaking of not that crazy, it kind of seems like our storm is weakening out. You can still see how quickly and impressively it is rotating from Vince's feed. But it seems to be weakening out overall. There's not quite as prominent of a lowering down there anymore. And by the way, I did notice our storm in Kansas is now for ping pong ball sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and the tornado possible tag. So it's a bit upgraded now near Gove City. So again, please do be looking out for that. Rotation could spin up. A couple areas are trying to develop some rotation. Nothing too impressive yet, though. Oh, no. I didn't mean to bring that up. Yeah, much less impressive now in the velocities. The supercell's finally losing some steam in terms of its shape. I think at this point it's going to be a damaging wind and a large hail maker, which is good to see because it's been tornadic for so long now. It's produced multiple tornadoes. One of them may have been, a decently, a medium-sized tornado, not really a strong tornado or anything, but decently large back towards the west here. I was going to say back towards the town name, but it didn't hit any towns, which is a good thing. It went through country land, pretty much. Great storm chaser land. We do even have a storm along the Ohio River here that's special weather statement warned near Henderson, Kentucky, south of Evansville, Indiana. And another storm to the east of that, close to Hatfield. That's kind of interesting. And that's along the Ohio River Valley there. Along the Ohio River, I should say. It's in the Ohio River Valley.
Taking him to practice, Dad should be home soon.
Okay. So, everybody, I think we are going to end off our live stream here. Again, this was a pretty awesome stream. I mean, every time we do a stream, something cool happens. So again, I do want to thank you guys all for tuning in. Oh, sorry. We've gotten so many subs recently. It's crazy. I want to thank you guys all for the support. Really do appreciate it. Let's get to 1,000 by the end of the week now. At the start of the year, the goal was hit 1K by the end of the year, and that would have been a challenge. And now we're talking about that by the end of May. It's crazy. So again, thank you guys all for the support. I've been talking so fast. Thank you guys all for the support. And I will see you all